everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, and I've got one of my standard ammunition tests in store for you today. But first, do you know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? That wisecracking owl in those commercials told me it's only 3, but I have a hard time believing that. Anyways, for our testing today, we've got the best millimeter. This is 10 millimeter, our federal champion, 180 grain full metal jacket. We'll put him on the table so you guys can look at the macros that I take pictures of, and we'll talk about what we're gonna do today. 10 millimeter is something that I do not test a whole lot, so I had to borrow 2 guns to run this test, but Sean over at AK Files donated some of this ammunition because he's curious as to whether the 1200 feet per second on the box is true or if we're gonna see under that. So we have our Glock 29 Gen 4 at 3.78 inches as our shortest barrel length. Our longest barrel that we have access to is a Gen 4 Glock 20 at 4.6 inches. We are running our Pro Chrono Digital PAL as always. I run the screen there connected to the laptop so you get instant feedback. It's about 70 degrees and overcast today. We're pretty much going to check these for velocity, claim 1200 feet per second on the box. If we get that, great. If not, boo-hoo. So without further ado, we'll do this test. Up first, we'll grab our shortest barrel length. This is our Glock 29 Gen 4, has the 3.78 inch barrel. The little short mag with the pinky extension holds 10 rounds. That's a lot of ammunition for 10 millimeter in such a compact little package. Now, the one thing we have to be careful about with 10 millimeter is a lot of manufacturers claim really high velocities, and you don't typically see that out of the shorter barrel length, sometimes out of the longer one. So that's why I'm here, is to test. This is actually take 2 for this video. I forgot to download the drivers for the chronograph, so I shot 10 rounds and you guys didn't see any feedback on the camera. So luckily we have 100 rounds of this, so take 2. Well, that's kind of annoying.
1052. 1048. 1051.
That's more annoying than me talking.
1044. 1062. 1051. 27.
That's 1050.
1057. 1049. 1056.
Definitely going to turn that off because that's kind of annoying, but not too bad. We were subsonic. Recoil on this is a little more stout. It's pretty snappy. I can feel that it's there, but I feel it's pretty manageable, you know, since I do work out and do a lot of bicep curls. And now for our longer and thicker gentleman. This is the Glock 20 Gen 4 with the 4.6 inch barrel. Will we see 1200 feet per second? I would consider this a full-size barrel length, but maybe Federal doesn't. Maybe they want a 6-inch barrel. 1103. Ooh, sick burn, Federal. You're about 90 feet per second short of your claimed velocity. Now, people at different elevations and temperatures and relative humidity, those numbers could fluctuate a little bit. It is 70 degrees outside today, so if it were 90 degrees, we could probably pick up around 20 to 25 feet per second at my elevation. But that's what you got to watch out for with the 10 millimeter, is that you're getting what the manufacturer claims, and in this case, not so much. Well, folks, I'm a little sad that we couldn't hit the 1200 feet per second that the box of this Federal Champion claims on the back of it. Now, It is faster than 40 Smith & Wesson. I think some of the faster 180 grain 40 Smith & Wesson that I've tested is right around 10-20 out of the 4 1/4. So you're gaining a little over 150 feet per second. But that SIG Elite that I tested a while back was scorching over 1,250 feet per second out of the CZ from when I tested it. With these more niche and somewhat less common rounds, I don't typically do an accuracy test with them, especially when I only have 2 pistols, because the accuracy of that's going to greatly vary. I can hit my steel target with this stuff at 25 yards, so it's going to be a good plinking ammunition, and it's brass case, so you can always pick up the brass and reload it if that's your thing. As always, I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters and Sean over at the AK Files for sending this ammunition over to test. Him helping me out helps you guys out. Like I said, if you come across a deal for this and you're wondering if it lives up to the spec or anything about it, that's why I'm here. And of course, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you felt that I got anything wrong, would like to provide any constructive criticism, especially with my pronunciation skills, always leave a comment in the comment section below. It always helps that engagement algorithm for YouTube and helps get me a little more exposure, so then I get a chance to get more stuff in the future. Until next time, everybody, catch you at the range.